Hello and welcome to week 2 of C#. This week we've got a bunch of small projects for you to complete. They will get you used to using the IDE, importing resources into a project and just building small programs that have a user interface. So there are several programs that use different types of user interfaces. Some use WinForms. One of them uses WPF. You have the option to try that as well. So you have a choice as to what you do this week. What you're going to do is create one solution file that has 3 projects in it. None of these projects will be particularly big, but it'll just give you a chance to experiment with different things. And then what you're going to do is zip up that solution file and submit that through Blackboard. So let's take a look at the agenda and then pop over to Blackboard and see what's in there. So what we've got is these small programs here. There's a traffic light program where you'll create a little WinForm app, import some graphics, add a timer, and write some logic to drive the traffic light. There's a program called Soundbox, which is based on a little toy that's got buttons on it, and you push the buttons and it plays different sounds. There's 2 versions of that program. You can build the one that has buttons, or you can use the one that has a radio button interface. So you have the option. You can just make the one with buttons, or if you want to try the radio buttons, you can use that as well. And then the third program is the Soundbox using Windows Presentation Framework, and that will give you a chance to see how WinForms is different from WPF. Each one of these probably takes 20 minutes tops. There's no class next week. And I will be in the Collaborate section at 6 p.m. if anybody has questions, comments, concerns, or needs to talk. So the videos for all of these activities are up in Blackboard. I will show you where they are, and then and as well as the resources that are up there. One thing, I noticed that several people submitted .NET Core projects. Don't do that. You want .NET Framework projects. .NET Core is like for server-side applications that don't have a user interface. Make .NET Framework applications. It's really, really easy to make that mistake. I've done it too because there's so many project templates and they all kind of look the same. So make sure when you're creating new projects, you are creating projects that say .NET Framework instead of .NET Core. Now let's pop over to Blackboard and see what's in there. So here I am inside of Blackboard, and what you want to do is come down here into the resources link on the left and click on that, and you'll see that everything here is organized into weeks. And if you go into week 2, you will see there are everything that you need will be in here. There's some stuff that we're not using. You won't see that. It says item is hidden from students. So you're seeing this as you're getting my instructor view of this. So the stoplight.zip file, that has the resources for the traffic light program. Radiobuttons.zip, that has the sounds and instructions for building the soundbox using radio buttons. Soundbox.zip, that's the regular instructions. And the sound resources are the same whether when you do the WPF version, so that you don't really need a separate set of resources for that. So so that is where you get the raw materials, like the images and the sounds that you need for your project. There will also be a PDF file in here as well. But to make things easier, let's go to the videos folder, and let's go into the videos folder for week 2. And you'll see that, again, there's some stuff that that's deactivated, but you see Stoplight Part 1, Stoplight Part 2, Soundbox using WinForms, Soundbox using WPF, making the Soundbox using radio buttons. Those are what you need to do. We're not going to, all this other stuff you won't see. So there's a video for every activity. All you have to do, I would say, watch the video maybe once through, get the gist of it, watch the video again, and then try to follow along. So every one of these activities that's up here in the resources has a corresponding video down here in the videos folder. And I've been known to struggle with Blackboard, so if you can't find something that you think you need, then just let me know and I will rectify that situation. Oh, finally, or not finally, but also to submit the projects, if you go down to in-class activities, you click on that, you'll see there's a link there'll be a link for submitting your project, and I'll make that available right now. Okay, so let's go over to Visual Studio, and I'll show you how to create a project or a solution that has multiple projects in it. So what you're not going to do is send me 3 zip files. You're going to create one solution that has multiple projects within it and zip that up. So I'm going to pop over to Visual Studio and show you a demo of that. So here I am inside of Visual Studio, and what I'm going to do, let's see, if I come up here, normally if I were starting up, it would ask me if I wanted to create a new solution. So let me start at the very beginning. No, this is the very beginning. So let me create a new project here. I'm going to call it week 2. And, oh, no. All right, so what kind of project do I want to create first? Let's say we want to create a WinForms project. And you can see here there's .NET Framework and .NET Core. Don't select .NET Core, select .NET Framework. And then let's click Next here. And now I'm going to name the solution name Week 2. I'll call that Week 2. And then we'll just call this, Project 1. And now let's create this. And if we come over here to the Solution Explorer, you will see that we have a solution called Week 2 that has a project, Project 1. And to add more projects, to add another project to this solution, I just right-click on the solution and I say Add New Project, and then I can pick a totally different type of project. So, maybe I'll make a WPF application, WPF app, .NET Framework. That's the one you want. Okay, so I'll call this like Project 2. I think I misspelled it. It's okay. All right, so now you can see I have 2 projects. And when I want to, and the one that is in bold is the one that will run when you start up. So if you want to change that, right-click on the one you want to run and say Set as Startup Project. And then that one will start up. Okay, now how do you zip this stuff up? Let's, what I'm going to do here is right-click on my solution, and I'm going to say Open Folder in File Explorer. There we go. And now I have to come back up a level, but now I can right-click on this and I can zip up that whole solution folder. I could say Send to Compressed Zip. So that's how you can create a folder called Week 2 and put your stuff, all your different projects in there. So that is it. Just all I ask is, no RARs or tarballs or weird compression formats that I have to go hunting for something for. Zip. Just please use zip. So that's it. That hopefully tells you everything you need to know for this week. All the videos and resources are there. If they're not there, contact me and I will put them there. And just remember, there's no class next week. And I will be in the Collaborate space at 6 o'clock to answer any questions, comments, or concerns. And as always, email me throughout the week. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. All right, thanks.